Hello everyone, I hope you all have received the unit test portion, that is chapter 1 and 2, and already we have done some revisions on those two chapters. Individual revision test was also taken on those two chapters, and also overall one test I think it is taken on chapter 1 and 2. So please take out those question papers, check what are the types of questions that were discussed there. We all have 1 mark question in this even not in only in this test, even in board also. In chemistry you always get 1 mark questions. So we will be having those type only. It may include multiple choice questions, it may have fill in the blanks, it may have one word answer, or it may have question answers type, it may have observation based question. Yes, chapter 2 is there, no? So observation based question is also there. So this type of questions will be there in your unit test. Don't get panic, because question paper will be very easy. Whichever parts were discussed, there will be no questions will be asked beyond the syllabus, beyond the discussions. Whichever parts were discussed here in the class, only based on those questions will be framed. And check the revision test questions also, that will help you to understand. As already you all have got this notice that you are going to have unit test, so from now onwards we'll be going a bit slow, and every day we will be studying a new topic, a very small topic we will be discussing, so it will be easy for you all to read the new part also, as well as to revise the unit test portion. So today we will be discussing only on isotopes. We started atomic structure and chemical bonding chapter, that is chapter 4. Today we will be discussing about isotopes. So what are the isotopes? Isotopes idea you have from class 7. Isotopes are the atoms of same element which have same atomic number, but their mass numbers are different. That means their number of electrons, number of protons, they remain same, but the number of neutrons, that varies. So example of isotope, hydrogen has basically popularly 3 isotopes: protium, deuterium and tritium. Now these 3 isotopes are having a specific names. H11, which is general hydrogen or common hydrogen, we call it as protium. This hydrogen is the responsible for making maximum compounds that we see around us, like water. Water is made up of this hydrogen, acids also made up of this protium. Now these 2 isotopics, H12, that is called deuterium, and this is called tritium. Like H2O, D2O also exists, that is called heavy water, and density of heavy water is quite high. It is said that if someone takes bath in heavy water, the person dies. Due to the higher density of deuterium, there can be possibilities to have exotosmosis. So it is D2O is generally used in nuclear reactor. T2O is also possible to make in the laboratory, but it is not done. D2O is having some use in some industries like nuclear reactors and all. D2O is used. H2O is general water. So these 3 are the most popular isotopes of hydrogen. Carbon also has 3 isotopes: C612, C613 and C614. Chlorine also has 2 isotopes, 1735 and 1737. Then one question comes sometime, that why atomic weight of chlorine is in fraction. Even hydrogen's atomic weight we keep it as 1, but exact atomic weight of hydrogen is 1.008. Similar for carbon also. So in case of chlorine, this question is very popular, that chlorine's atomic mass is 35.5. So atomic mass of chlorine, actually the average atomic mass of these 2 isotopes. C1735, this is the more abundance, means it has almost 75%, and chlorine 1737, it is having 25%. So if you do the calculation, that is 17.5 into 35 plus 25 into 37 divided by 100. If you do this calculation, I hope you all are sitting with the copy. If not, pause the video and bring it right now. Multiply 75 with 35 and add with a number by multiplying 25 into 37 and divide by 100. You can do it your own. You will find the answer is coming 35.5. So as it is average, so it is fraction. Also about isotopes, as isotopes have same number of electrons and protons, their electronic configurations are same, their number of electron at the valence shell are same. Basically they are the same atom, so their reactivity, chemical reactivities are same, but physical properties vary. As I was telling that H2O is normal water, whereas D2O, if we just change the isotope of hydrogen, instead of protium if we take deuterium, then D2O will be having higher density, but their reactions are same. It's interestingly, sodium can displace water to form NaOH. Sodium can displace deuterium to form NaOD. That means reactivities are same. So the reason behind that, as the number of neutrons are different, so the atomic masses become different, and that is why their physical properties also get changed. Their density, mass, these things get changed. So their physical properties are different, but their chemical properties are same. That is, as chemical properties depends on number of valence electron, that's why. But physical properties depends on the atomic mass, that's why this is different. So this is one give reason based question from here. Isotopes, similar one term is also there, that is called isobar. Isobar is atoms of different element which have same mass number but different atomic number. As for example, argon and calcium. Argon has 18 atomic number, 40 mass number, and calcium has 20 atomic number but mass number is same as argon, that is 40. That is called isobar. But isobar we do not have in our syllabus, we have isotope only. So up to this today. Next day we will be continuing with same chapter. Keep revising for unit test and take care. Bye.